Did you know that over 1.6 million prohibited items were confiscated by the TSA in 2024? From oversized liquids to forgotten pocket knives, travelers still get tripped up by the rules every day. But in 2025, the TSA has rolled out new regulations that could make or break your airport experience and your luggage. Today, we're diving into the latest TSA rules and what they mean for your next trip. Whether you're a frequent flyer or a once-a-year vacationer, this is the must-know guide to avoid costly mistakes and unnecessary stress. Plus, we'll share practical tips to help you stay ahead of the game and navigate security with ease. Before we jump in, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and stick around for all crucial updates. Let's get you travel ready. Number 1. Let's talk about the big one, Real ID. Starting May 7, 2025, if you're flying anywhere within the U.S., you'll need to present a Real ID-compliant driver's license or another CA-approved form of identification. Real ID cards can be identified by a star in the upper corner, signifying compliance with federal security standards. Non-compliant IDs, labeled with phrases like "federal limits apply," will not be accepted. Don't have one yet? No problem, here's how to get it ready. First, check your driver's license for a small star in the corner. No star? Head to your local DMV to upgrade to a Real ID. You'll need proof of identity like a birth certificate or passport, your social security number, and proof of residency. Quick tip: many states let you book DMV appointments online to skip the long lines. And don't make the mistake of showing up without proper ID. Without a Real ID, you'll need a passport or another CA-approved document, or you're not getting on that flight. Did you know that over 43% of Americans still don't have a Real ID? Don't wait until the last minute to join the prepared club. But here's an insider tip. While you're at the DMV, take a moment to double-check the expiration date on your Real ID or license. Many travelers forget this small detail, only to find themselves stuck when their ID expires sooner than expected. Remember, proactive planning saves time. 2. European travel requirements. Next stop, Europe. If you're planning a European adventure in 2025, get ready to meet ETIAS, or the European Travel Information and Authorization System. Starting May 2025, travelers from visa-exempt countries like the US must apply for ETIAS before flying. The process is simple. Fill out a short online application, pay about $7, and wait for approval. Once approved, your ETIAS is valid for 3 years or until your passport expires. With ETIAS, you can visit multiple European countries without reapplying, as long as you stay under 90 days within a 180-day period. Planning a big Euro trip? Check that box early so you can focus on packing your bags. Also, remember to check visa-free country lists as new rules may evolve. And let's add one more tip here. Keep a printed copy of your ETIAS authorization with you, even if it's approved digitally. Immigration systems rarely fail, but if they do, having a physical copy can save you hours of frustration. 3. Liquids rule. The new limits. Starting in 2025, the TSA's 311 liquids rule is designed to streamline security procedures while maintaining safety during air travel. It mandates that all liquids, gels, and aerosols in carry-on luggage must be in containers no larger than 3.4 ounces 100 milliliters. These containers must fit into a single quart-sized resealable plastic bag, with one bag permitted per traveler. This rule covers a wide range of products including beverages, shampoos, lotions, and toothpaste. While the rule applies to most liquids, medications such as prescription liquid medicines, as well as baby food items such as formula, breast milk, and juice, are exempt and can be carried in larger quantities, though they must be declared for inspection at the security checkpoint. Hand sanitizers are also permitted in the carry-on bag, but must follow the 311 size limitations if they are not intended for larger use. Specialty items like liquid cosmetics, hair gels, and sunscreen also fall under this rule, so travelers must make sure each container adheres to the limit. If a passenger has larger quantities of liquids, it is advisable to pack them in checked luggage to avoid delays during screening. To ensure a smooth process, travelers should organize their liquid items in the quart-sized bag before approaching security and declare all liquid items to TSA officers for inspection. By following these guidelines, travelers can help ensure efficient and hassle-free airport security. 4. United Kingdom Electronic Travel Authorization. Now, let's hop across the channel to the UK. For American travelers, the UK is rolling out its own pre-travel requirement, the Electronic Travel Authorization or ETA. The process is almost identical to ETIAS. Fill out a quick online form, pay a small fee around $13, and your ETA will cover multiple entries over 2 years. Whether it's London, Edinburgh, or anywhere in between, you'll breeze through immigration. Bonus tip: bookmark the ETA website on your browser for quick renewals in the future. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Unlike ETIAS, ETA doesn't limit the number of days you can stay per entry. However, your total stay must still comply with UK visitor guidelines. Always check your itinerary against these limits to avoid penalties. 5. Carry-on dimensions. In 2025, airlines have started enforcing stricter carry-on bag size regulations to ensure uniformity and enhance the efficiency of boarding and overhead bin usage. Most airlines require carry-on bags to meet standard dimensions of 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches 56 by 36 by 23 cm, including handles and wheels, which limits the overall size. This standard is now more widely enforced, especially for domestic flights. Although some airlines offer slightly different dimensions, the carry-on size rule helps ensure that all passengers' bags fit in the overhead compartments without overcrowding, thus improving boarding speed and reducing delays. However, there is often some flexibility in how airlines handle personal items such as laptops, briefcases, or backpacks, which are usually allowed in addition to the carry-on bag. Nevertheless, passengers should always check their airline's specific regulations before packing, as some carriers are stricter about enforcing carry-on restrictions. Additionally, passengers flying with low-cost carriers or on international routes may face more rigorous checks for compliance, and overweight or oversized bags could incur extra charges or require gate checking. It's a good idea for travelers to verify both their carry-on allowance and any weight restrictions, as some airlines may limit the weight of the carry-on bag in addition to its size, especially on regional or international flights. 6. Enhanced passenger rights. In 2025, the U.S. Department of Transportation introduced enhanced passenger rights aimed at providing better protection and smoother experiences for air travelers. Airlines are now required to automatically refund passengers for flight cancellations and major schedule changes delays over 3 hours, ensuring that passengers don't need to actively seek compensation. Refunds are also mandated for baggage delays, with 12-hour delays for domestic flights and 15 30-hour delays for international flights, triggering compensation for both the baggage fees and any essential items purchased due to the delay. Additionally, passengers are entitled to refunds for inoperative services, such as failed Wi-Fi or premium seating, enhancing overall in-flight experiences. Airlines must also provide 24/7 customer support to address issues promptly and ensure passengers are fully informed about these rights through clear communication on their websites and during the ticket purchasing process. The new rules aim to simplify the claims process, making it faster and more efficient, thus reducing the administrative burden for travelers. These changes collectively ensure that passengers are better protected and airlines are held more accountable for service disruptions. Traveling in 2025 doesn't have to be stressful as long as you're informed and prepared. By staying ahead of the latest regulations and packing strategically, you can ensure a smoother airport experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow travelers. Got a question about TSA rules? Drop it in the comments below, we'd love to help.